Just recently here, Bayo Bankole, the guy that played Boyalinko in Papa Jazz School, he came out to talk about his experience in America and his marriage to an American woman. And in all of this, we saw the suffer, pains he went through in that marriage, and he had to endure just to get the papers.
If you're going through marriage, if you're fortunate to have a good woman, thank your star for it. And if you do not have a good woman, please enjoy it. Enjoy it. You will survive it.
And there's also Micheal from 90 Day Fiance. Micheal's ordeal was really surprising and it made the show popular. Even on screen, you see how toxic his so-called marriage was. And I was even thinking, are they acting? Is this part of the script? Because who would be taking this kind of thing? For what? Which kind of paper did they find? They weren't acting after all. It might have just been true. Simon Gobadia. Today he's super rich. Private jets. Was married to Portia from Real Housewives of Atlanta. He's living the soft life now. But if you judge by his lifestyle alone, you'd never guess his earlier hustle. Word on the street is that before all this fame, reality TV show, private jet and whatnot, Simon reportedly filed for asylum in the US, then went on to have multiple marriages with US citizens, allegedly for a green card. And it reminds me of that parable. If you look at the mouth of a king, you will never imagine he was once a suckling baby, because success can cover a lot of struggle. That's the story many Nigerians live, grinding, strategizing, doing whatever it takes just to escape the limits of the Nigerian passport. Unfortunately for Simon, Portia filed for divorce in February 2024 after just 15 months of marriage. And in March 2025, Simon was reportedly detained by immigration officers in the US due to his ongoing immigration issues. So it seemed like he's not happily ever after for Simon after all. And it's not just TV people. In Europe, Nigerian girls are getting married to older men who they now act as their carers, look after them and their family, and the payment in return is papers. Once they get their papers, they find their way out. And most times those kind of relationships are not always happy relationships. When you're in something for something, and some of them do find love like that, they went into it for the papers but they ended up falling in love. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those that strategize, go through whatever it takes, take all the abuse, toxicity that comes out from such relationships, and after they get their papers, they go. It's easy to sit down here and say it, but somebody in that situation knows how hard things are for them. One time when I was shopping in the UK, I saw an African man and a white lady, obviously his partner, but the woman was just telling him off, just giving him orders. The treatment, my God, I was like, what is going on here? The guy, his head was down, he was holding the bags, just walking behind her. And when my eyes met his eyes, I could see the frustration in it. And I just knew once this one get paper, it go take off. That's what our people are going through just to get a stronger passport. The abuse, the toxicity, all in the name of a relationship. It's not always about the status or ego. For many Nigerians, a second passport feels like the only real insurance policy in a system that keeps failing them. Sitayo, I know, he had the money, he had the talent, but the system frustrated his career as a content creator. If you're a Nigerian content creator, you can relate. You're trying to record a video. Power goes off. Okay, put on the gen. Noise everywhere. Now you've managed to record the video. Okay, let's upload it. Wi-Fi is misbehaving. Meanwhile, in countries that things work, you don't have to think about not having power to charge your battery or power going off or generator noise. It's just plug and play. Even travel, which is Tayo's niche, his passport held him back. Visa delays, filling forms, missed opportunities. Not because he wasn't ready, but because country and passport kept saying no. Now he's gotten a more powerful passport. He breezes through immigration like, phew. More Nigerian families are sending their kids abroad for university, hoping for a better future. Not because they are super rich or anything, but they just want to give their children a chance at life. But earning in naira and paying fees in dollars is not for the weak-hearted. It's breaking people. Some of these students end up skipping meals or using food banks. Some even end up homeless. And their parents back home go into big debt just to pay their tuition. It's not always because they are rich. It's because they believe the children will have a better chance and a better shot at getting that foreign passport, which will give their children options.
Britain is our home. It's not a hotel. I want to reduce immigration. 1. If you want to stay in our country permanently and apply for indefinite leave to remain, the time you have to live here before you apply will increase from 5 years to 10 years.
Even Kemi Bafenoch, that is not championing stricter immigration rules in the UK, was born in the UK by immigrant parents that were not living in the UK. Her parents gave her access. She's not helping to restrict. And that's just ironical. Look at football. In England, talented Nigerian children are signed up by your favorite clubs, Chelsea, Man U, Liverpool. As young as 5 years old, they start training them, flying them all over Europe, building them into champions. Meanwhile, back home, equally talented children are playing barefooted in the neighborhood backyards. No coach, no diet, no gear, no sponsor. Some of them will eventually just find something else to get interested in, while some will one day get discovered and find themselves on the same pitch as someone who has had a 10-year head start.
Let me just go in the bush and weep. Let me just go in the bush and weep. I just have to go in the bush and weep. Really. I don't understand. I swear to God, I don't understand.
That is what this passport struggle feels like. Those kids are not less talented. They just enter the race with less. When a country fails to show up for its people, it doesn't just weaken a passport. It limits futures, wastes potential, and holds back dreams. Some say Nigerians are everywhere, even Afghanistan. But they never ask, why are we running? It's not just about dreams. It's about the condition that make people feel like escape is the only way out. The kind of country that pushes talents to its limits and leaves the poor with nothing but hope and a passport that doesn't open doors. We're not asking for pity. We just want a chance. Because if systems keep failing, people will keep fleeing. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 700 subscribers together. Bye.